Welcome to the CLAVER report. So, Hannatu Musawa, the Honorable Minister for Creative Economy, has been under the fire because of her issues with and legality of her NYSC certificate. If some people are alleging that she forged it, and some people are even alleging that she didn't even pass through the National Youth Service Corps. So, she granted an interview to Channels TV, and it has been making headline. A 3-minute clip from the interview, has been really causing a very big tumor online. There's been diverse opinion on the issues. Many people are taking her side. Many people are saying, after all, she didn't do anything illegal. So I want you to watch the clip, and then I'll give you my opinion on it.
Come out.
So you're a minister, yet you're a talent in the ministry also. But interestingly, there are a lot of people who thought that you are a powerful woman, politically speaking. By the virtue of the controversy around you and your NYSC, you shouldn't be in cabinet. How did you find your way to becoming a minister without an NYSC certificate in the first place?
Well, you say that, but I don't know what you have heard. You know, there's been so many different accounts of that particular situation. The fact that I'm sat here should tell you that really nothing I didn't do anything wrong. I have not come out to set the record straight as to really what happened. The media, social media has just run rife with different accounts. The matter has been adjudicated, and you know, one day I will come out with my own account, and the fact that I'm sat here should tell you.
Summarize it for us tonight in one sentence.
Well, I can tell
because
you,
you owe Nigerians that explanation.
I think what I can tell you is I've probably done more NYSC than yourself. I've done at least 2 years of NYSC in my life, but you know, like I said, one day I will come out to give a proper account of what happened.
Is this something that someone vilified you, or what exactly is the true picture of things?
Perhaps.
Because you owe Nigerians that much. You cannot run away or shy away from telling Nigerians, because you are holding that office in trust. But there are 200 million more people that are fit for that office, but you are one out of those that are being appointed. So you know Nigerians the explanation, Minister, don't you think?
I think what I owe Nigerians is to say that I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't break the law. I didn't do anything wrong. And NYSC I did, and I finished. I've got my NYSC, and
only that you concluded when you were in office.
Well, maybe not. You know, that is not the proper account.
But like your certificate reads that you finished just when you were in office.
Is that what it says?
That's what your certificate says, as much as we know.
Well, I don't know.
The NYSC's position at the time
I don't know about
that. Your date of conclusion coincides with when you were in office. And you are said to have attended to NYSC procedures while in office. Is that legally? You are a lawyer, so you know the implication of that.
I can assure you that nothing was done to break law or to break regulations. That is what I can say to you. Absolutely nothing. Everything that I did was in accordance with the law. And that is the situation, that is the position. And like I said, one day I will come out with an account of my own account of what happened to set the record straight. But as of now, I think it is important for me to focus on giving Nigerians the deliverables. The fact that I'm sat here and the fact that this matter was adjudicated in court should give Nigerians the satisfaction that, you know, I do deserve to, as any other Nigerian, to be given the opportunity to serve my country at this level.
You don't think?
Now, watching that clip, you've heard what she said. There's been diverse opinion on this issue. So I went to dig deep into the legality of the whole saga. Then I came across an article on FIJNigeria.Nigeria. So the article says, according to section 147 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the requirements of the ministerial appointments are the same as those for election as members of the House of Representatives. So he's actually saying that the same requirement for ministerial appointments is still the same thing for the House of Representatives. Now, also, if the minister underwent the NYSC program at the same time she was a sitting minister, as she claimed, her age at the time of her service was not enough grounds for disqualification. The NYSC allows Nigerians who graduated before the age of 30 to register for the scheme, even if they decide to serve years after they've clocked 30. In 2018, Kemi Adeosun, a former Minister of Finance under the Goodluck Jonathan administration, came under the fire for an NYSC-related scandal. The pressure from the scandal led Adeosun into resigning after she was accused of forging her NYSC certificate. 3 years later, a federal high court in Abuja ruled that she did not require an NYSC certificate to hold a ministerial position. Now, let's pause. In Nigeria, every person is, even in the public sector, especially in the private sector, especially in the public sector rather, especially people working in government, people that are going to affect our policies. Everybody is required to show his or her NYSC certificate before you be granted employment anywhere in Nigeria. I still don't understand how it is legal for a minister, somebody that is heading a ministry in Nigeria that is going to affect our policies, doesn't have to have NYSC certificate to become a minister. Looking at the legality of it is legal. Hanatu Musawa is not wrong, but looking at it morally, is it legal for it shouldn't be right for a ministerial candidate or a ministerial appointee to be on that seat without NYSC, when somebody that is going to be earning 30,000 naira in the public sector or the minimum wage will be required to get his or her NYSC certificate. So let's keep reading. Aside the provisions of the Constitution, the judicial president in Adeosun's case absolves Musawa and other ministerial candidates in a similar position of blame. Now, look at the legal system of Nigeria, that a ministerial appointee must not have NYSC certificate. The NYSC certificate is a scheme for 1 year. You serve, you go to a different state, you serve your country, you give your country 1 year. It's just like a compulsory military service to your country. Give your country 1 year. Some people go to private institutions, some people go to public schools to teach and serve. But how come some people that are going to affect our policies, our foreign policies, our local policies, are not required to undergo this same type of service to our country before they actually hold these kind of positions in the country? It doesn't make any sense. And from that video, you see her saying that one day she'll come and tell her story, and Sheung was spoken, trying to make her see reasons to tell Nigerians, I don't see why you are a public servant. Our taxpayers' money our tax pays your salary. I still don't see why it will be hard for you to explain to us that the issues surrounding your NYSC, the whole scandal and everything. I don't see why. And do you need to write a big Bible or anything to explain to us why there is inconsistency in the legality of her NYSC certificate? And she's saying she's done NYSC for 2 years. Now, let's break it down. Was she given an extension? Did she commit any offense through her NYSC stay? So in a very sane country, this thing should be reviewed by the House of Representatives and the lawmakers. This thing should be reviewed, because you shouldn't hold public office in Nigeria if you did not give the country 1 year. Just like in America, when you are not conscripted, like you are not eligible for the draft, and then, like for the men especially, and then you want to become the president, it doesn't make any sense. Every person that, especially the private sector, might be a bit lenient, but in the public sector, especially if you're going to work in government, every person should be able to provide his or her NYSC certificate. So you want to tell us the NYSC certificate is only for the local and the average Nigerian, but for ministerial appointees, no, you can just become a minister without even passing through NYSC or even having the full document or even providing the original document. These are issues. Now, if you look at it legally, because of the precedents from that former Minister of Finance's case, she is not in a wrong. Like, legally speaking, she has not committed any offense. But let's look at it morally and ethically. You should not, in a very sane country where this scheme is a 1 year compulsory activity or something for graduates to undergo before they actually gain employment or be gainfully employed in a society. I don't see any reason why somebody that is heading a ministry is going to not be able to present his or her NYSC certificate to hold that kind of office. This is a bad precedent we are setting. The House of Reps and all the lawmakers in Nigeria should gather and review this issue, because if you must be a political appointee, you should be able to must have undergone this NYSC 1 year scheme of giving back to the community, giving back to the society before you become a gainfully employed somebody in the society. And that's all I'm going to say about that issue. So make sure you like, subscribe, do all the fun things, turn on post notifications so you'll be notified anytime I drop any video. You know I love you. but God loves you more.